were broken. Broken like promises, like ancient stories of love that never crossed this generation. Cause love never looked both ways, only through hearts shattered like rain, like slave memories of life, of freedom, of how we take for granted what they were lynched for. Hung by the same trees Phyllis Wheatley spilled her heart on. A life of misery and comfort still ropes can never break spirits or futures, no matter how tight they may be. Maybe we don't give ourselves enough credit or recognize the slave's blood running through our veins, trying to find the Harriet Tubman in ourselves, the breaths of freedom that marked our birth, the sun waiting to rise in our chest. As soon as we get rid of this darkness in our eyes, tears can only hold back pain for so long. So let this be the only fight you let your guard down for, and try to follow God's combinations, because battles always seem harder when you're fighting for nothing. Don't fight for nothing. Let your soul surf on rainbows like stranded waves in paradise full of wishes like genies and bottles passed down through families of royalty. If they ever tell you you're not worthy, ask them if they ever seen the eyes of hope. If so, they should understand love at first sight. Sometimes that's the only way to defy gravity, no matter how inhuman you think you may be. Maybe the ground is God's way of reminding you of the mountains faith climb when arms reach their limits. I can't convince you, but just know the sunrise never let you down, and the sunset forever bows for the moon. I never could read minds, but pain has a way of breaking silence, especially when it blackmails your heart. Tell me this world isn't just made up of greed, and I swear I can make you believe it. Just trust me. Wearing your heart as a sleeve never was a good idea, but it made you think twice about that perfect match. About how people that never had one hated seeing yours beloved, knowing courage still had a face in this clone war. Shell-shocked from the moment you seen what lies behind enemy lines, a lie that lines enemies. I never understood why we stand behind our own defeat, like we haven't lost enough already. Stripped of everything except what man is a blessing in disguise, as pleasant as the lies hands a suicide tale when it soars through your pride. I wonder how life was before you turned your back on it and forgot who taught you everything you know and believed until you thought being free meant not having to pay for your sins, even after Jesus valued your life enough to give his own. Stoned over comrades' tombstones, purple hearts you were rewarded, never fixing the ones you blamed yourself for breaking, wondering where was God when his saints and angels were taken. The same place where their hieroglyphs of love, some just never gave it a chance, others couldn't get enough, that's why they drank from their cups, trying to understand why these bad things happen to good people. Let's just say you don't go crazy until you lose your mind. Insane asylums and 10 mans that never knew how it felt to love, but loved the feeling of imagining and dazzling at what they've been searching for their whole life. Without sight or an idea of where to start, just enough faith to overflow a Grand Canyon 3 times and still never be fooled by false claims or imposters trying to rewrite history with the blood of those slain by their own misery. I never felt so much pain in a handshake, so many cries reside in your hellos. I wish I could tell you everything would be alright, but sometimes the good die young and the bad grow old. But if growing old is bad, then maybe it's good to die young. I still fantasize about Elysian fields flourishing with dandelions, wishful thinking. I hope you make it home without a doubt in your mind that you gave everything you had. Thousand defeats.